So what do you like say like distinguishes TB Till Infinity from other brands? I mean, one thing that I can say is for sure is like your designs are unique.
Right.
The people behind it, you know, the good people. But you know, like to you, like is there like anything else that distinguishes?
I think the distinct thing that distinguishes us from others is within our message, how not only we talk about how, you know, we're trending upward and we're a brand of creatives, it's our goal. Like if we feel as though it's our duty to uplift others. We want to inspire other people. So already with that, we have a very like togetherness type of mold. Yeah. And it just inclusive of everybody. So we have that within our message. Like anytime we're introducing the business to a new person, we're trying to uplift others. Oh, how do you uplift others? Mm-hmm. From that, we can encourage people to want to join us, to want to support, to want to collaborate. Yeah. So I feel like that's a big thing that distinguishes us. And then another thing that distinguishes us as well is I feel like the story behind it is extremely organic. It's extremely organic. These are real relationships. This is a real story.
That's true, man.
You know, these pillars that have been passed down and that we grew up on and we are all like-minded on. It's real. It's our real lives. We really live it. We really live this type. We live this lifestyle.
So the thoroughbred that your parents instill in you, is that from Nigeria?
So I definitely
or like more of like the attitude, or
definitely those concepts. You know, Africa. You know, they're all about hard work. Mm-hmm. They're all about discipline. Mm-hmm. You know, they're all about doing the right thing. So I feel like that definitely came from, you know, Africa and the way in which my parents are raised, and they passed that along. But I feel like it's a mindset because like.
So it was more of a mindset of your parents, like
I say more of a mindset of my parents and the upbringing, because you know my business partners, my friends, my brothers, they also had similar type of upbringings. Okay. With the same type of mindset, you know.
And they come from different backgrounds.
Come from different backgrounds. You know, like Marvin, he's from Jamaica. Okay. And Jeffy has family from Jamaica, and Daniel, his family is from Haiti. Okay. And Eric has family that descended from Jamaica as well. Mm-hmm. And Brahima's from Liberia, and I'm from Nigeria. Okay. So, you know, different type of environments and so forth. But just that mindset of just being thorough, being genuine, being authentic, being real, uplifting others, treating other people the right way.
You gotta have that too. Like, this is like, my parents are like as an immigrant or like coming to a different country. You gotta have some sort of like thoroughbred mentality.
Yeah, you got to. That's the only way you're gonna survive. That's the only way you're gonna distinguish yourself. You know, just every day I just try to wake up with the mindset, and all of us, like what we try to do with the brand is just being 1% better than yesterday, continuing to be 1% better towards trending upward. Just continuing to push.
Oh, you look at it like a stock market, you know, like
exactly
like a stock, you know, like your stock going up every day.
Trending like a stock.
Yeah, it might go down one day, but like overall,
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's dope. So, AJ, what else? You push your brand. You say you're into wealth management.
I'm into wealth management. Yeah, I'm in the wealth management field. So client service. So essentially, people of kind of mainly employer I'm with now, people that have affluent wealth. Mm-hmm. So just the management of their money, when it's being passed down from generation, how it's executed daily, you know, just with the savings and, you know, them increasing their wealth and sustaining their wealth at the end of the day. I'm big into that. And kind of one of the big things that got me into the field of finance and wealth management, my father's an accountant. So I always like had a diligence and, you know, a mindset of being smart with my money. Yeah. And my father, my mother, they're very smart with their money. My family were very smart with our money. So that kind of influenced me. And then also, you know, just over time, I felt like my parents coming from Nigeria, putting 5 kids through college, all graduated, all working, all successful. I feel like there are so many, not even just Africans, there are so many people that migrate over and they have these similar type of stories, but not everybody's able to put their children through school, and it could be simple as they're not financially literate. Mm-hmm. So I felt like the main thing, one of my main drives in wanting to be in the finance field and wealth management is just the topic of financial literacy. Right. Just helping more people from similar stories to my own, and just in general, being more financially literate, understanding how to save, how to plan, how to sustain wealth, how to build wealth. And, you know, also my main, you know, kind of advice to just everybody generally in the wealth field, and even myself, what I try to do, try to, you know, have goals, have a plan. You could do 2 year, 3 year, 5 year. And also in the meantime, while you're trying to go towards those goals, try to live a little bit below your means. You know, when you live a little bit below your means, you have wiggle room, you know, you have your sights set on what's going forward, and you're never, you know, hitting your savings, you're never hitting your emergency fund, so on and so forth. And, you know, try to have multiple sources of income, you know, whether that's you have your 9-to-5 job, and maybe in the meantime, maybe you sell shoes on eBay, or maybe you wash cars, or maybe you walk dogs. You know?
I mean, that's good. I'm gonna go back to, like you said, that your parents were able to do that. I mean, my parents, like my dad and I'm gonna be honest, like they weren't like financially literate that much. So I struggled growing up, and I had to learn the hard way.
Exactly.
So I
was lucky.
I know how important it is, you know?
It's very important, and I'm really blessed. My parents just preached that mindset of education, like just putting us through school, because what my mom and my dad always would say is, like, you want to, in life, you want to at least get that meal ticket. You want to get that meal ticket. You want to get that job so that you know that at least you'll be okay. You can survive. You can live, because, like, I'd say more so now there are opportunities where, like, if you don't go to school, you'll be okay. But back then, it like you really had to go to school to ensure that, you know, you'll have a decent life. So my parents really tried to, you know, just instill that. And then when you're going to school, when you're going to your job, doing all these things, my parents will always tell me, especially my mom, you need to be thorough with everything you're doing. You can't do.
Ooh, I like that.
You can't do stuff. You can't do stuff half-assed. You know, you can't like not put your best foot forward.
Man,
when you're washing the dishes, you gotta wash them clean 100%. When you're doing your homework, you gotta make sure to do everything and check over it. When you're preparing for an exam, you have to study. You know, like even with sports, like, if you want to perform well in a sporting event, whether it's basketball, football, soccer, tennis, you have to train, you have to prepare, you have to practice. So that's all within the lifestyle and the mindset, and they just, you know, just instilled that in me.
Wow, I like that, because I recently listened to an audiobook by Matthew McConaughey about his life, and that's one thing that his father passed to him, which is, they're from Texas, so they got like, they're more country. So they're like, don't have like, so whenever he told his father that he wanted to become an actor, I think he was going for, I forgot what he was going for in college, but he decided to go to become an actor, and he was scared to tell his father, and his father was like, you know what, just don't half-ass it. You know what I mean? And I was like, that's a simple ass message, but like,
give it your all, man. Just give it your all. Like,
if you gotta do something,
do it. And I feel like that's one of the main things that, you know, really kind of like even gets me mad about. I don't try to let a lot of things bother me, but what gets me mad about people nowadays, and people that say they want to have brands, they want to do business, and they want to be successful in college, and they want to go this places, they don't have the initiative. Like, they'll say they want to do it, they don't do it, or it'll take too long. It's like, what are you waiting for? Opportunity waits for no man or woman. The time that you're wasting, you get what I'm saying? Like, imagine if today I didn't wake up and I didn't come here. We wouldn't have had this conversation. You would have looked at me like, he's not serious.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just about all taking that initiative. If you really want something and you want to do it and you believe, then you got to put that best foot forward every day. You got to put time in every day. Whether it's an hour, whether it's 30 minutes, if you can't commit that time, if you can't make that initiative, if you can't do those things, then you really don't believe. Then
that's true.
You have in your inner self, you have an insecurity, and you have self-doubt. And you got to challenge, and you got to attack those problems that you have inward, and you need to get over them. Because if not, if you can't get over them, then you're never going to be able to do anything to 100% its potential.
It's all about like training yourself to, like, maybe you're a person that maybe you do half-ass it, because I mean, sometimes I had to learn the hard way a lot of things. Like I learned a lot of things from my parents, but like on like I had like basically like life, like the important things in life, like how to save money, how to like apply to college, like even like when you gotta do something, like make sure you do it with like you're intentionally like put in all the work behind it. Sometimes you just wish for things to fall into place for you, and you like wish you're waiting for someone to come and save you.
And then a lot of things that people have problems with, and some people can be where they are in their current position and be fine with that, and that's perfectly fine. Nothing against anybody. But if you're saying you want better for yourself, you can't be stagnant.
Nah.
People, you can fall into stagnancy. Days can turn to weeks. Weeks can turn into months. Months turn into years.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm about to be 25. You said you're 33, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I'm like, I can think back and have visions and remember it like it was yesterday of what I was doing at 21. So it's kind of like me, the kind of mindset that I have now is like
every day counts.
I'm in every day counts so much. I'm in such a pivotal point in my life right now. The changes I want to make in my life, the things I want to do, the things me and the people around me want to do, like we have to start putting our best foot forward to do it now. The future we want to have, we have to build this future today, and everybody just has to be locked in with that 100%. If you're not with me, you're against me.
Yeah, man. I mean, like you said, I'm 33. Like my 20s were like
that's what I'm saying, man.
You know what I mean? Where like hitting this, hitting that, like basically driving like crazy, running, like getting derailed, like a lot, So like I learned the hard way. I did 3 months in jail. That was the longest I've done.
Okay.
And it was actually like a life changing thing. Like after that, like I started reading more. That's what changed my life. Like reading more. I took a lot of advice from people there, like people that were going to the penitentiary. I was only like in the small correction facility, and some people going to the penitentiary. I talked to a dude that gave me great advice. Like good people, man, good people, but they just made horrible mistakes.
Right,
man. Like, and then like just it just. Well, the thing that really changed me is like how much your behavior or your actions affect other people.
Yeah.
Like my behavior, I wasn't aware how everything that I was doing was affecting my parents. Like me not coming home, like me taking their car, like like all these things that were so worried. So like when I got locked up, I called my dad. My mom cried. He told me that my mom was crying and she doesn't really cry, and I was like, damn. That's what made me realize that the things I do affect the people that especially the people that care about me. There's people. There's people looking at. There's people that are cheering for you. There are people. People who are cheering for your downfall too. So there are people looking. So give them something, like show them that you got it. You know what I mean? And show them that, so
100%.
Yeah, like you're young, man. I'm glad that you're like have this mindset at 25, bro.
Yes, sir.
So like, don't take that for granted.
Never.
You go. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's the best. So I just wanted, you said you spent some time in jail. So just talk to me about that, kind of like how you tried to keep a strong mind when you were there. Because, of course, you need to have a strong mind to get through that. And now how that helps you today, like you keeping that mindset and just kind of speak to the people on, just having a strong mental, building that strong mental. And if your strong mental may not be as strong, which is okay, how you can get there. That's
it wasn't overnight. And a lot of it was like faking it till you make it. Like, or like basically... Yeah, like I was with like thugs, I was with people that are more dangerous than me, and and one thing that about me, that I'm really good at like just like meeting people, no matter if it's like a fucking thug or if it's like a doctor, like I'm able to somehow, some way, like make conversation,
blend and mesh with everybody, be relatable.
And that's probably like a survival mechanism where like a survival tactic where like, because I'm not the biggest dude, so I just like, hey, I'm a diplomat type of mentality,
right? Yeah,
you know what I mean. So wherever I go, like I have that approach of like, hey man, I'm here, I come in peace, you know what I mean? So that helped me survive. Like people like me. It was like a dude from New York. Like he said like I made him laugh because of I'm from Texas and my the shit that I used to like talk about and all that. But yeah, like it was difficult. Like deep down, like you know that you're at the bottom. You know, so yeah, you had to have faith and knowing that you can get out of there. You know, you didn't know how, but that's when like books started like helping me like find a way, like because they transport you into like some, you know, and they have messages that you don't hear from people, and it's kind of like the book is between you and the book, like a conversation is between two people, but the book is between like you, like the thing that really resonated to you with you is only you know, because the things that you need, you know, is you know you. And then you start looking for those things in the books. You know, it's like a private.
So would
thing.
do you have any books that you recommend? I need to get back in and read. I read a good book lately. It was called The Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever heard of that. You heard of it?
Yeah. I read it. That's what kept me going. A lot of self-help books.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So if you have any, give like a few book recommendations.
Oh, yeah. I can. The Robert Greene author, he wrote the 48 Laws of Power.
Okay.
The 33 Strategies of War, and those books are really interesting. They you might not be behind like, oh, he's all about like psychological warfare or like how to improve your mindset, your psychology, like how to read people. You know, they're very important books.
Yeah.
And those books are also very intriguing, very interesting, because it has a lot of people from history, like he brings in Napoleon Bonaparte, Julius Caesar, and like stories, and then he basically like, shares the message or the lesson of that story. So it's like the 48 Laws of Power is like, never outshine your master is number one, which in a sense is like, don't make the people that are above you that are kind of like
that taught you, that gave you that wisdom.
Well, yeah. But then there's also those people that they get insecure when they see someone coming up. So be careful with those people, because there's always people like, don't make them insecure. Like if you like, be careful with like they might have the power to cut you off, you know, to cut your legs.
So basically, don't step on the toes when you're trying to get
as you're climbing up. Yeah,
don't step on people.
Right. Don't step on people that are insecure, or like read people that are like just they want to stay at the top, like, you know, they don't want to share. They'll say it's not necessarily don't outshine your master as in like someone that's confident that like if you were my master and you confident, like if I show you all the things that I have learned from you and know that I'm doing it better than you, you know, maybe you're proud of it, you want that, but there's other people that are like, I don't know. Like, I should have not taught him that, you know.
Yeah, true.
I might call the cops on him or something. Yeah. So it's like lessons like that, you know.
Right.
You know, so that's some books that maybe people could read, but some self-help books. Those are not really self-help books, but A Man's Search for Meaning is a good one, which is about the doctor that survived the Holocaust. Okay. And it's I wouldn't say that was the book that really influenced me or touched me. I would say this one called Who Says You Can't, You Do, which is all about like how what Henry Ford said, like, if you say you can or if you say you can't, you are right. Basically, whatever you think, if you say you can or you can't, like, it's up to you. Like, you're that like, oh, I can't do it. Like, okay, then you can't. Or you say, I can't do it. Or, yeah, okay, then you can. Yeah. So that's a really good book. Okay. And yeah, I haven't read as many self-help books anymore because they just become repetitive after a while.
Right. So over time with being in jail, you were doing a lot of reading, which helped you work up your mind and whatnot. So you'd say that pretty much that helped you. Because
it was hard to find people that are like inspiring, motivational. It was mainly people that just on that mindset of let's go drink, let's go smoke, let's go do this, you know, let's go do some drugs, you know.
Yeah.
And that was easy to find, but people that are like, hey man, like let's I'm like thinking that high level mindset. There's a lot of that, and if you don't have that, then turn to books, man. Yeah. And YouTube videos. Like all videos. I watch a lot of motivational videos that help me. Like Eric, you heard of Eric Thomas?
I have. Oh my God, Eric Thomas, hip hop preacher.
Yeah,
Eric Thomas is great.
He'll motivate you, man. He'll get you fired up, man. Yeah. When you feeling down, put one of his videos. What was the other one? Oh man, it's another guy. But yeah,
Eric Thomas said, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you will be successful. Eric Thomas is motivational, man. And it's crazy because even like what you said on the mindset and everything, it's kind of like with me, I kind of been working on that lately, you know, with my mental and my inner self. Like you really have to, you know, like get that self-love and work up that confidence in your inner self before and work towards being the best version of yourself.
Exactly.
Before you can, you know, give out and, you know, kind of mesh and so forth with a lot of people. So we have to first work on ourselves and, you know, just building that mindset, building that confidence. Yeah. And we're all a work in progress. Yeah. So, you know, putting your best foot forward each day, having a good support system, having people you could talk to, reading, doing the YouTube videos, listening to people like Eric Thomas and, you know, just building up that mental confidence and, you know, like working through your insecurities and just being like, don't always look at other people and say, oh, I want to be better. And I want to be the best version of you. Be your best version of yourself. Yeah, don't compete with others.
Compete with
yourself. Look in the mirror. Compete with yourself. Look in the mirror. Identify your weaknesses. Identify what you need to work on. Exactly. How you can be a better person, you know? Like I was talking to a friend of mine the other day about this. A problem a lot of people have nowadays is they don't take any accountability. People do things, they live life a certain way. They don't know how to say sorry. They don't know how to say, oh, I did this.
Oh, I fucked up at least, you know.
Let me do this next time. And it's like you need to have that. You need to be accountable as a human being because when you don't take accountability, you're hindering your progress. You're hindering your growth. You're walking through life and thinking you're invincible. Oh, I can just do this. You're thinking you already know everything. Oh, no one already knows everything. No. Everybody can learn to the day they die.
Right.
You know? So that's just that. So that's definitely one of the things I'm working towards right now. And I preach and try to, you know, inspire and motivate people to do. Work on yourself. Work
you gotta surround yourself with it. Like, because it's like a muscle. Like if you don't keep like that mindset going and like by surrounding yourself with books, people, then you let those people that are not like that, you let those people that are like, you know, like talking about other people, like doing all this stuff you don't want to do, then that's gonna rub off on you. So you gotta be very mindful.
Yep. And why it's good to associate yourself with those good things and those positive things is that type of bad and draining negative energy is contagious. It can take over your whole life. I remember I looked at this one day. I think I seen it on a YouTube video, and like a guy was talking about how like waking up each day and just making your bed can allow you to have a better day. Like statistics show it allows you to have, because it's like you wake up, you add an alarm, you make your bed. Then if you make your bed, you might say, okay, let me dress nice today. Then it's like, okay, boom, you dress nice today. Then if you dress nice, you look good, you have confidence. Boom, let me converse with people. Let me compliment some people. Let me talk to people. Yeah. Then it's like, okay, you get in the car, you're getting off of work. Let me not have road rage today. You're feeling good. Okay, let me go to the gym. Let me have a good workout. Yeah. You know, let me go home. Let me eat a good meal. It translates. You eat that good meal. Let me check on my friends. Let me check on my family.
Yeah, you know, you feed off that energy of you actually accomplish something by making your bed. And that was like, instead of like just waking up, you're like, because we love feeling accomplished. Like
exactly.
You know, when I feeling like overwhelmed, one thing that I do is I clean my room. You know, I clean around the house and I feel way better.
Right.
And I always make time for that. Like at least on the Saturdays, the whole week, you know, it gets messy. But you know, Saturday morning, I'm like, let me start cleaning.
That's a bet. One of the things for me, the main thing lately has been where I find solace and peace is you know, in my keeping up with my family, talking to my family.
Yeah.
My siblings have kids, so connecting with them. Then also working on the brand. That really keeps me busy, working on the brand, setting things up, and then also planning things to do, like travel and so forth, and doing those type of things, and so you have something to look forward to. So it's like an idle mind is a dangerous one when your mind is idle. So if you plan stuff to do, like I knew today I had to wake up to be here for this. So my mind, that couldn't allow my mind to go somewhere else today or be in a different direction.
Yeah, boredom, because when you like.
Yes. Me personally, I'm the type of person, I don't know how you feel, I don't even like saying I'm bored.
Right.
I don't even like it. I don't even like boredom. Like I always want to be consumed by doing positive things that can benefit me, you know? Yeah, and then another big thing is going to the gym, because that promotes a healthy lifestyle.
Oh yeah.
So, those are just things I try to resonate with.
Oh, going to the gym? Yeah. And you can start by doing push-ups, doing you can
push-ups,
like this dude told me
walks around the neighborhood.
Yeah, if you're not in the best shape, like to like hit the gym, and you feel like you can start by walking.
Just walking, listening to music, podcasts, those type of things. Talking to people that make you happy.
Right, because we're so good at finding things to be mad about, and like put ourselves in that negative state.
Right.
But we forget about like joy. Like,
thank you. And that's another thing too. Not only having those people that make you happy, you can be happy around, finding what makes you, just your inner self, what makes you happy.
Right.
Like maybe it's waking up and eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's cleaning your room on a Saturday.
Yeah.
So
yeah, like I tell people that like are sad. I'm like, or like they seem to be not like that motivated. I'm like, why don't you practice like I call it joy meditation? Like at least 5 minutes, think of something or do something that brings you joy.
Yeah.
Like maybe you're like, I have nephews and nieces. Like thinking of them or like calling them like makes me smile.
That's what I'm saying, for sure.
Or playing with a dog,
Yeah.
Like, it was at least 5 minutes of joy in your day, like at least you were aware of that. Like sometimes we forget to smile, man. Like we go through the whole day like not smiling. But like that's important, man. We can create our own joy. We don't have to wait for someone else.
Yeah, learning how to create that joy, finding what can make you happy. You like, people spend years not knowing that, so really figuring that out at a young age is extremely important.
And I want to talk about like men's mental health, because like I was thinking the other day how we want to say that women are crazy and erratic.
Right.
But look at all the killings that are happening. 99% of them are done by guys.
Right.
Like even the mass shootings, it was guys, dudes. I don't even want to call them men, because it's dudes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, man's mental health is deteriorating, man.
No, for sure.
I mean, what, like, look out for your male friends.
Yeah.
Like, like brotherhoods. Like brotherhood is something that I want to like. I think is important. Like we see each other as competition, and then like as friends, like sometimes we talk crap about each other. We make fun of it. We can't even like speak about how we feel because we get afraid of getting picked on.
That's true.
So
that's a very good thing. Like one thing about me is, and I've definitely like had this. It's like I get into that. It's like some people you don't even necessarily want to open up, because it's like you don't want somebody to use something against you. But it's like what I've come to learn is those are people I don't even want around me.
Damn,
if I feel like I can't be open with somebody, I call him my brother or I call a close friend. I can't be open, or they can't see me at my low. They can't see me they can only see me at my high. I don't need to be around that person. I don't need to share that with that person.
Or people just
vice versa with me. With them to me. If they feel like I can, or I'm this way, then them to me. Like, you just need to be surrounding yourself with, positive energy and, Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about women, but I mean, me as a guy, like, I feel like we need more of that. Like, supporting, like accountability, supporting each other. Like maybe like if we have more maybe as a corny way to say, like safe space for dudes to actually be like, hey man, I feel like this, man. I feel depressed. You know what I mean? Like
facts.
But
But a big thing in that is why, like, I feel like God struggle with that is, like a lot of men is self-centered. Are very self-centered. They think all about, they like, oh, like, why will I sit around and hear about everybody's problems? I don't really care. I only care about myself. I only care about me.
It's the ego, man.
You get a crazy ego. So, that's why I always try to surround myself with good people and, my brothers, my friends. I try to support them. Their big moments. I try to be there for them. I try to make memories with them and vice versa to me. So it's like it's like it can change the direction of somebody's life if they know that you care.
Exactly.
That you're going to be there for them. They can depend, they can rely on you. Like everybody that calls themselves, like, whether it's my dad, my mom, my brother, my sisters, my nieces, my nephews, my friends, so forth. I want them to be able to feel like they can depend on me. I don't like, if they ask me to do something and they're depending on me to do it, they can look at me and they say, a neighbor AJ, he's going to do it. It's done. It's done. Matter of fact, So
man, I can learn from you, man. I'm trying to be more like that. I'm like, I've never been like family oriented,
right?
So I'm trying to but now that I'm older, I appreciate it even more. Like when my family, I have sisters in Texas. My sister got married not too long ago, and we got together at her wedding in Florida, and it was beautiful. Just spending time with the family.
Yeah, for sure.
Woo, like. So now even when my nephew calls me, I'm like, hey, what's up, man? Like, hey,
exactly, man. It's fun. It's fun.
It.
It's great. And it's just like,
because I know that he's going to maybe remember that. And then he might want to talk to me again. Like, hey, he does. Like, hey, like, did you see the soccer game? Like, we're talking about soccer game.
Making those memories, man, is so important. Making those memories, man.
Yeah.
It's so important.
Like, you know how much you're influencing, like, a kid by just, like, being a good uncle,
Yes.
instead of being like the uncle that doesn't want to like be around.
Or that's that ego thing too, with the men being, oh, I'm all about me. Like,
I ain't got time for that.
You can be about you, but like, you have to also care, for others if you want people to care about you. Well, you can't do it alone in this world. You can't do it alone. You can't get to where you want to get to alone. You can't do it all just by you.
Like, the way I see it is like, it's kind of like, you can be like, like the more you help others, the more it's gonna benefit
100%. Reciprocate. What goes around comes around.
Yeah, man. I appreciate, man. Now you part of my brother. You my brother.
We
now,
bros,
man.
for sure, man. Yeah. Grateful for this opportunity, bro. For sure, I'm happy to come and talk about everything. Learning more about you. You learning more about me.
Yeah. Learn so much, and then like again, like. Go to TB Til Infinity.
Go to TBTilinfinity.com.
Get you that shirt.
Get this merch. Women. Support us. This drop this summer. We got the socks. We got a lot coming up this summer. We're gonna be in New York at the end of July. We're going to New York to canvas, talk to the people, network, tap in with us. Like I said, we're looking for all people to work with, whether you're a dancer, singer, a musician, painter. Podcast person, whatever. We want to collaborate. We want to help each other grow. We want to grow each other's network. So, we're looking for ambassadors, people to come join, be a part of the brand, support our merch. That's what we have coming this summer. We want to do another charity event, and we're talking to the kids, coming up this upcoming fall, the next school year. So that's what's next for us, man. We just want to keep growing, going to different places, and
so for me, the Port Entertainment, this is the podcast. I call it entertainment because I don't just want to make podcasts. Anyone that wants to get into film or wants to be in front of the camera, they got a message to share. You can do an interview with me. We can bring AJ back if you want him back.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm here. I'm ready.
Yeah, so that's the Port Entertainment, No Violence brand. I'll be promoting that. Where like we're pushing for being violent in the gym, go hard in the gym, like he said, not in the streets.
That's a bet, man. Then the next time I come to, I need you in the Nova Lens gear, bro.
Yeah.
I need to grab me some too.
I was about to bring you one of your shirts. Okay. But it was a little too big for me. I'm like, dang, I remember I was trying to get a medium.
Oh yeah. We didn't have it. No problem though. It's all good. But next time we gonna be set. We gonna be decked out in Nova Lens for sure.
That's for sure, man. All right, man. Appreciate
you, Octavio, bro.
Till next time.
TB Til Infinity.